So I just saw this story today about how Brexit is making UK inflation worse, and it reminded me of what Rishi Sunak says his government's top priorities are, the top one being cutting inflation. Now inflation, especially right now, is where the stuff that we buy is in short supply, which makes the prices go up, which makes the value of the pound in your pocket go down. And while obviously the supply crisis caused by the war in Ukraine is the main factor here, the Bank of England just confirmed that the damage Brexit has done to trade has made our supply crisis even worse, which makes inflation worse and therefore the cost of living worse. Not to mention, arch-Brexiteer Jacob Rees-Mogg has already said that when they fully implement Brexit, it's going to add up to
71% increase
to the price of certain foods. Then there's growing the economy. Well, the Tory Chancellor has already said that rejoining the EU single market would grow the economy. In fact, the government's own experts said that Brexit has wiped £100 billion a year off our economy. Then there's reducing government debt so that they can spend more on public services like the NHS, but that £100 billion equates to roughly £40 billion of lost tax revenue. And the guy in charge of our economy already knows this because in 2016 he said that Brexit would make our tax revenues disappear, which would damage the NHS. Which brings us to cutting NHS waiting lists, because the Nuffield Trust has already confirmed that Brexit is damaging our NHS, including by making it harder to employ EU doctors and nurses, which makes it harder to treat patients. Then there's stopping migrant boats, which is just selfish Tory xenophobia because Austria, Germany, Italy, France all have much larger refugee populations than we do. But even on that, leaving the EU has made it harder for us to send asylum seekers back to France because we're no longer part of the EU's Dublin Convention. I really wish that more people would remember that Brexit is literally the name of the manifesto that this government was elected on, which means that its core policy is in direct conflict with all of its main priorities. And the messed up thing is, with those first four priorities, which are about the economy and the NHS, it's not the Tories who are going to be doing the work to make that happen, it's ordinary working people across the UK. Like the nurses, teachers and firefighters who right now are screaming to be paid fairly. They're the ones doing the work to make this country better. Meanwhile, the Tories are only making things worse.